Hi, this is Trisha from Lemon Paper Lab. In this video, I'm going to show you the all-over print sweatshirt that I ordered from Printful. Printful is a print-on-demand company where you can upload your designs and have them added to various products and then sell them online. You can choose to sell them in your own website, or you can use a marketplace like Etsy. If you'd like to get started with Printful, I will leave a link in the description below where you can set up your free account. Here is the sweatshirt that I ordered from Printful. The design I used was just a classic buffalo plaid pattern with red and black. I do have a tutorial on how to create buffalo plaid in Photoshop, so I will leave that in the description below. So the base cost of this sweatshirt is $35.95, and then it has a relaxed fit, and then it has what's called drop shoulders, where the seam of the shoulder is a little bit lower. The material is 70% polyester, 27% cotton, and 3% elastane. It's definitely a soft feel to it on the outside. And then on the inside, you have some brushed fleece material, which gives it a nice feel on the inside of the sweatshirt here. I'll go ahead and try on this sweatshirt so you can see what it looks like on me. So the size that I'm wearing is a medium. It's a little bit large, so I probably should have ordered a small, but it definitely has that comfy, cozy feel to it for sure. So just turning around, letting you see what it looks like here. Okay. These sweatshirts could be good for a nice ugly Christmas sweater, or just a nice fashion sweatshirt as well. With an all-over print design, you have the option to select the color of your cuffs on the arms, the bottom trim, and the top here as well. And then I'm going to go ahead and give you a close-up view as well. So here's the close-up view of Printful's all-over print sweatshirt. As you can see, the print turned out really nice. There's no real bleeding of colors or anything like that. Looking at my design, I potentially would have gone a little bit smaller with the diagonal stripes here, but overall I'm happy with how it turned out. Just looking at the inside here, you just got the stitching here, and then we have our soft brushed fleece on the inside. And then just looking at the construction here, just of our arm, sleeve, and then we have the cuff here. So you can choose the color of the cuffs for your design. One of the tests that I like to do with print-on-demand products is just to see how it looks when it stretches. Does some of that base white material come through? So if we look at this here, when you stretch the cuff, you get a little bit of that white showing through on that there. So it's definitely a bit noticeable, and that's mostly there on the cuff. And then if you do it to the shirt material as well, you see it there. So that's one of those aspects when it comes to print-on-demand products, because the design is printed on the base white material when the fabric is at rest, that sometimes when you're stretching it to the extreme, you do start to see some of that base white material. With that in mind, I'm just going to show you a couple other products. This is a swimsuit from a different provider, Kin Custom, but when you stretch it, you really don't get as much of that white showing through. And then also looking at it here for these leggings from Printful, we'll find kind of a dark spot here. When you stretch it, you get a little bit of that white showing through as well. And then finally, this is Printful's bomber jacket. What you'll notice with this one, that when you stretch it, you really do not get any of that white showing through for this material here. So a lot of times it just depends on the material used and how much stretch it's supposed to have. So for something like the bomber jacket, you don't get any of that stretch when you stretch it there, but in this case, this material is a little bit different, that when you do stretch it, you do get that white see-through. So it's one of those potential cons when it comes to print-on-demand items, and deciding whether or not you like that or not. Otherwise, instead of choosing an Oliver print design, maybe you go with a standard sweatshirt where you just have the design printed in the front or the back using the direct-to-garment method versus sublimation for these Oliver print designs where they're printed on the base white material first. So you do get some of that like white seeing through when you stretch it. With this sweatshirt, you do have the option to add your custom logo on the inside of the bottom hem here. As I look at this, I potentially would have done the reverse, maybe made this black and then this area white, but it's just nice to have this feature to be able to add your custom logo. It helps with branding your products, and is definitely a nice feature that Printful offers. And then just looking at the type of finishings here for the stitching, and then that inside brushed fleece material there. Thank you for watching this video where I reviewed Printful's Oliver print sweatshirt. If you liked this review, go ahead and give it a thumbs up and leave me a comment below. Let me know what you think. Will you be adding Oliver print sweatshirts to your online store? Be sure to check out my other tutorials on how to create patterns in Photoshop and print-on-demand product reviews. This is Trisha from Lemon Paper Lab. See you next time.